Hi, welcome back. Wow, this is so funny. It is territory that I'm used to. For those of you who have known me for quite a bit, I have popped in and out from the YouTube space for a very long time. Just been working through a lot of confidence and building myself up. Hi, babe. How are you? Zoe here. Welcome back. It's definitely been a while. And I have so many people that tell me that I need to make a podcast with one of my cousins. When her and I have our karaoke moments at her house, our other cousins are like, you need to make a podcast. So here I am speaking into a microphone, looking into my camera or looking into my viewfinder or looking into my laptop. But if I'm being honest, I've been in a bit of a struggle bus lately, and I've been consuming a lot of YouTube videos like Bria Jones, Fernanda Hernandez, I believe is her name, A Better You podcast, love her, On Purpose with Jay Shetty, as I am navigating where I am in life right now, what I want to do. And this year hasn't exactly been what I thought it was going to be, but I know at the end of the day, it has been exactly what I've needed it to be. And I've said this to a friend earlier, actually, that I feel like I'm experiencing that leap of faith into the unknown in slow motion. In movies where they jump, they're trying to make it from one point to the other and they're jumping midair and they're going like this. And you're kind of just like, are they going to make it? And obviously they're going to make it because they're the protagonist. But that anticipation of whether or not you're going to find your footing again, that's definitely a place that I've found myself in, especially lately, more and more lately, except the bad guys is the life I used to live, and the habits and the toxic tendencies and unhealthy ways of maneuvering through life. It's a very bittersweet experience because as I do what is in my best interest, I for some reason feel like I'm letting someone down in the process. Something I wrote down is selflessness can be selfish, and a bit of selfishness is the sacrifice to getting what you want. So selflessness can be selfish, and a bit of selflessness can be selfish, and a bit of selfishness is the sacrifice to getting what you want. I need to write that on my board up here so I can look at it and remember it. It's been a hermit mode season pretty much all year. I'm not gonna lie. If you see me at a social event, if you see me out, it's amazing. I feel like I go out often in comparison to my previous chapter where I was on site working a job full time, spending my extra time after work hanging out with friends, or on the weekends going out with friends. In a previous chapter, I was drinking often by myself and then with other people increasingly. I've stripped a lot of those habits, pouring myself into everything outside of myself never left any room for me. I never understood what it meant to prioritize myself and my future. There was a TikTok I saw the other day where the creator was saying, stop trying to be daddy. Stop trying to nurture and pour into everyone else outside of yourself. And I'm very maternal. I love nurturing other people, but how can I be an effective nurturer if I don't know how to nurture myself? So I'm learning so many things and I'm dissecting within myself. But now that I'm in a place where I desire to pour fully into my own cup before I start redistributing into other people, I feel kind of selfish. And I said that before, and it feels like I'm not doing enough. And I know that I'm doing enough, and I know I'm doing a lot. It's just, it feels weird because my input and output don't align with how I think other people think I should show up, if that makes any sense at all. And I'm also taking on the mindset of an entrepreneur because I'm a creative person, I'm an independent artist. And for you, my entrepreneurs out there, you know how much of a task it is to run your own business. And in my business, I'm also the product. And if I'm not in a good place, how can I expect myself to be a product that other people also want to invest to? So there are so many things There's so many things to balance at the same time, but I'm realizing how much I was sitting in the passenger seat and at times even in the back seat. And for the first time in my life, I'm taking control, full control, and sitting in the driver's seat. I'm sitting behind the wheel. No GPS, no passenger seat driver, no back seat driver, just me and my intuition, and it's terrifying. I think about life before GPS, before smartphones, which wasn't that long ago and was my childhood, but as an adult in this fast-paced, instant gratification world, I'm learning how much I sat into that and how much work it is to pull myself out from that. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else is the crazy part, but I guess it's not so crazy. Learning how to trust yourself is hard, especially when you struggle with people-pleasing tendencies and self-worth issues, and I've finally gotten tired of my own BS. And that's why I'm sitting here today, because I've gotten tired of not being exactly where I want to be. And I've gotten tired of believing that I've run out of time, or that I'm late to the game, or that I don't have the capacity within myself to be a YouTuber and to be an artist and to be self-employed and to be financially stable and liberated and be able to travel and support myself. Like, I have all of these negative narrative parts of myself. I've allowed myself to believe a narrative of my life that I don't want to subscribe to. And the only person capable of pulling myself out from that is myself. So what am I doing if I'm not working towards that? At the same time that I question what the is going on in life, I know that I'm exactly where I need to be. I know that things are aligning and opportunities are coming my way. And the more I sit into that, the more peace I find, the less I allow myself to give in to the anxiety, and the more I allow the beautiful unfolding to be what I look forward to. And what I'm learning to push through right now is to keep being gritty even when I'm not seeing that immediate ROI. Because I feel as humans, we have this tendency to close up and begin to question when we do the work and we don't see the immediate outcome, that we negate the quality of our work, or we negate the work in general. That, you know, the what I was just saying, that I've been struggling with, that I don't feel like I'm doing enough. But we're doing just fine. We're coming into the holiday season. We are entering a new chapter. We're about to turn into a new year. And I don't want to end this year having anticipations and goals for myself and not starting the work already. I've really been so passive in life. For a while, I would come to recognize all of these parts of myself that weren't so shiny and sparkly and bright. I would just get down and I would get so irritated and frustrated. And when I say would in past tense, I mean this morning, but I'm so happy that I utilize morning pages, that I'm currently in my second read through of The Artist's Way, and I'm just learning how to give in to accepting and receiving and being open. I'm on my way. I'm sure you're on your way too, but I just wanted to get this started. I wanted to give myself the opportunity to sit in front of a camera, talk about my feelings, feel good about it, and hopefully help someone that is also maybe going through something very similar, and being the person that I've always wanted to have when I was in my dark places. And it's taken me a while to get here. It's taken quite a few years for me to allow myself to be a little cringe, allow myself to not be perfect, to allow myself to be understanding the power that comes with my voice. I have had a few sticky situations in life I would fall victim to, and allow myself to keep playing this victim role and thinking of myself as lesser than because I couldn't bounce back. At the end of it, all I needed was to be loved and cared for. And for a long time, I thought thought that I needed that from someone else outside of me, realizing that I was and have always been more than capable of giving that to myself. And now that I do, I don't want to ever stop, and I don't want to ever forget that I'm more than capable of providing all the things for myself that I thought I needed to outsource. So here I am making a YouTube video, something that I wish I did a long time ago, but at the same time, I remind myself I am exactly where I need to be, and I am doing exactly what I need to be doing. And I feel like a broken record, and I'm beginning to shift and fiddle with myself. I don't know what is going to come from all this. I just want to start. I want to do what I want to do because I feel like doing it. Working on scheduling, working on being a little bit more stern with myself, and cracking the whip and getting myself out of this little, what is it? My friend said earlier, the silly turkey mood or something like that. That's definitely where I've been, a little silly turkey mood. So I'm gonna let myself be a little silly. I'm gonna let myself do whatever it is I want to do because that feeds my soul. Hopefully I am benefiting someone's life in the process. If not someone else, then I'm definitely benefiting myself. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope that this bit of vulnerability is refreshing and enlightening and a sense of relief for you if you are also in a bit of a sticky, icky place in life. If you're learning how to become cringe and step into a new version of yourself that is very uncomfortable but very rewarding, join the party. Hang out with me whenever I come back. In an ideal world, I want this to be a more consistent thing, but for now, I'll see you when I see you. Working on the scheduling and the content creating. It takes time to build habits, and I have a whole bookshelf behind me full of books of ways that I've learned to grow and expand and gain new habits. A lot of those books on my shelf have not been read yet because I buy more books than I'm capable of reading through. So I'm in a space where I'm trying not to buy books, but I know that I'm probably going to find more. I have an ongoing list of books that I am picking up and reading. But yeah, I needed to do something that made me own up to what has been going on in my head, what I've been writing in my journals, and just kind of make this a sense of like an accountability buddy. Like, this is now my accountability buddy because I'm going to make myself check in at least once weekly, see how you guys are doing, see how I'm doing, see where we are in life. So yeah, the journey begins now, I guess. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. That is something I say often. I don't know how to end this, so I love you. Drink some water, stretch, eat a banana. That's what Lynn says after all of our heels classes. I'm actually taking a heels class later, so I'm gonna read a little, do a little things. I'm gonna edit this and post it up, and we're just gonna see where this goes. I don't know. I'm very uncomfortable and I'm getting a little shy now, but I also don't want to leave because this is a comfort zone for me. Is that a little egotistical because I like hanging out with myself? I don't know. But I like that I like hanging out with myself because it took me a long time to get here. So I deserve it. And you do too. So I hope that we learn how to really cherish and enjoy and love spending time with ourselves by spending time with one another. So I'm just saying. Self-love is the greatest love. Okay, I have other things I need to do, and I could keep talking forever, so I'll see you later. I love you. I don't know how many times I've said goodbye, but I hope you have an amazing, fantastic day, and you're beautiful on the inside and out. Okay, bye.